Shalom, shalom family, what's going on? Yeshua back on Torah over life. I didn't want to make this video, but I'm seeing that a lot of people don't know what idolatry is. You know what I'm saying? It's getting so bad that it basically, you know what I'm saying, not only that, a couple other things as well, it just got me off of Instagram, man. And I hate to, I love Instagram. I hate to get off it and help people as I can, but you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna just bring my whole entire focus to YouTube, where I'm gonna be dealing with and just watching the buffoonery and the coonery that's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tired of it, man. And this last episode of this Nipsey Hussle, his death has just caused so much revealing in the community as far as the Yah only Israelites. Now this video is only for Israelites. If you're not an Israelite and you don't watch it, go ahead, be my guest, because we're the light to the world, and we need to let you guys know, let every nation know what's really going on out here. Now this video isn't to down anyone, make anyone look bad, or if anyone like Nipsey Hussle in his case, he died. I'm not talking bad about him. This has nothing to do with anyone's feelings. We all know when someone dies, it's natural for people to mourn, especially if you know the person. And this brings me to my case, because a lot of people like us that are just in society living day to day, we don't know Nipsey Hussle, and we don't know anybody else who died in a wrongful death. So I'm not saying it's wrong to mourn, but when you mourn, you know what I'm saying, that's supposed to be a personal thing. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be something you're not trying to grab attention to, let everybody know that you're mourning. This is, you know what I'm saying, you're not supposed to become this extravagant fan all of a sudden. You get what I'm saying? And that's not mourning, man. Mourning is something you do to yourself or in a small group where you're feeling sad. Mourning has nothing to do with pictures and graven images and I'm saluting this dude. I'm letting everybody know that I was a big Nipsey Hussle fan, when 95% of the people that I know personally don't even listen to Nipsey Hussle. And this ain't just the knock Nipsey Hussle, man. This is talking about all the rappers that ever died, any entertainer that's died. You know what I'm saying? It's an ongoing situation of people having this over exuberant, over exhilarating mourning, where they gotta go out and let everybody know that they're mourning this death. So we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into to some scriptures. Like I said, I'm gonna be going over this. I'm gonna be on this YouTube channel a lot more now that I'm off the social media, the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I could just really dial in, get what I want to get across, get the point I want to get across, and just keep it moving, man. So the first thing we're gonna get into, man. So a lot of people, they'll actually come out here and say that, well, they're a fan. So what is a fan? You know what I'm saying? And everybody knows what a fan is. You know what I'm saying? And they dumbed down the definition to us over the centuries, over the decades. They dumbed it down. So really nobody knows the origin of the word fan. And I got it off my off Instagram, the old definitions that they don't really tell any people anymore. And we're gonna relate this all to scriptures. So you know I'm not just talking out of my backside, you know what I'm saying? This is real serious. No one should be acting as a fan. I tell people, man, you like what you like, you watch what you watch, you know what I'm saying? Keep it moving, man. Don't get attached to anyone, anything, just to keep right with Yah, because every day Yah's supposed to be number one. You know what I'm saying? This is the only, you know what I'm saying? Even if we know the Most High doesn't have an image for us Yah only Israelites that understand that, but as far as everyday life, you know what I'm saying, the only being, the only power we're supposed to be actually worried about is the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Of course, if you're gonna mourn someone dies, then that's one thing. But that doesn't allow you or tell you you have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to go and celebrate this person's death with pictures and tattoos and ongoing, you know what I'm saying? Ongoing messages and letting everybody know that, you know what I'm saying? You get what I mean? So we're gonna get into this definition of a fan. What's a fan? A person who is extremely enthusiastic about and devoted to some interest or activity. This a person exhibiting excessive enthusiasm and intense, uncritical devotion towards some controversial matter. So these are the basic definitions that we see today. So people might say, it doesn't mean anything, you know what I'm saying? You're just a fan, it's cool, whatever. But what is a fan really doing, man? We're gonna go back into the origin of fan. Now, they're gonna go off and twist this and say it doesn't really mean what it means, or what it's saying doesn't really pertain to the definitions of today. But the word fan, let's go back to its origins, man. A very likely, correctly believed to be shortened from form of the word fanatic. The origin of fanatic can be traced back to the Latin word fanum, meaning sanctuary temple. So we already know sanctuary temple is already related to some type of worship, some type of God, some type of higher being other than yourself. You hear what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind, then we're gonna keep going on. This was introduced, it was earlier in the 17th century, then it was later introduced resurfaced in the 19th century. So we're gonna keep going down, and we're gonna go ahead and read this. The Latin adjective fanaticus, a derivative of the noun fana, meaning temple, originally meant or related to a temple. It is later used to refer to pious individuals who were thought to have been inspired by a god or goddess. In time, the sense frantic arose because it was thought to a person's behaving in such manner were possessed by a deity. Now we understand the true root definition of where this word fan and fanatic came from. You know what I'm saying? It's been in the books. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, man, we over here choosing these idols, these entertainers, these icons, athletes as a higher being than yourself. What you're doing is you're really in reality you're really not, I'm not gonna say full blown worshiping, but as soon as you go to that level where you're putting him on a pedestal, putting him or her on a pedestal, you're making pictures, you're letting everybody know this is you're a fan to this person. You get what I'm saying? That's when it becomes idolatry. You know what I'm saying? And basically the word fanatic is idolatry. You already said this. You're being possessed by a deity. What's a deity? It's a form of a false god. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into the first couple of commandments, man. Because we're not understanding this as Israelites of how easily you can become in idolatry and false god worship. Now we know once you're possessed of being a fan, once you're calling yourself a fanatic, once you're taking that next level of actually showing so much love and enthusiasm for a being, you know you're in idolatry. So let's get to the root in the scriptures, man. I am Yah, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. We're going to Exodus 20. Out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. So we already know the Most High is already talking to Israel right here. You know what I'm saying? He's talking to Israel. He says, I'm your God that brought you out of the land of Egypt. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Israel shall have no other gods before the Most High. These other nations, they're going to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? In the end, they're supposed to listen to what we're telling them to do with according to being in the congregation of the Most High and following the Most High's laws and commandments. But they don't know that at this point. You know what I mean? Some people do. Some nations are catching on, but for vast majority of the population, they have no clue. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or likeness of anything that is in heaven above or in the earth beneath, or that is a water under, or in the water underneath the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I am Yah, a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the forefathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So you already see, man, the Most High says he's a jealous God. Don't bow down to any image. Don't worship anything. Any day of the week. It doesn't matter, man. You know what I'm saying? Now we're going to go to Deuteronomy 4. Deuteronomy 4 is basically tying this whole thing up about what it really means to, I mean, it's not going to all the way tie it up, but it's going to get in depth with what you're not supposed to be doing. And and hold on a minute. So we're going to go Deuteronomy 4 verse 15, starting at verse 15. Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on that day that Yah spake unto you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire, lest you corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of any male or female. So any male or female, it doesn't matter if it's a god or some type of fake image that somebody made up, a golden calf or anything, male or female. There's not supposed to be any image at all. This is why a lot of us Yah only Israelites have a problem with the Christianites. You know what I'm saying? They're still holding this image up of this Yahweh Shai being. You know what I'm saying? There's not supposed to be anything. It says it here. The likeness of anything that is on the earth. Right here. Lest you corrupt yourself of any graven image, similitude of any figure, the likeness of any male or female. You know what I'm saying? So any male or female, man. And it goes on to say the same thing about the stars, the moon, blah. You get the point, man. If you read, you understand. So now we're going to get into what was going on social media. This is just a couple pictures that have been surfacing. Now, a lot of people will say, "Oh, this is an idolatry." First of all, let's go into this first pic. If this first pic is an idolatry, then why are all these Christ candles on the floor? Now, people are mourning. I understand that. There's nothing wrong with mourning. But when you get to the point where you're using idolatry to serve someone and you're taking pictures of it and you're making it a need that you have to go out there and let everybody know that you're taking pictures and you're serving this person, you're bowing down to this image, you're bowing down to his establishments or whatever he was doing in this community, then that's one thing, man. That has nothing to do with what the Most High is telling us to do. And you can see in these next images, people having tattoos. Leviticus 19:28, you shall not make any cuttings of your skin for the dead, nor print any markings upon you. I am Yah. Now, I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, when I was lost in Babylon, I got a lot of tattoos, I'm not gonna lie. But it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's one thing when you're conscious enough to know what you're not supposed to be doing or what you're supposed to be doing. Especially as Israelites, you gotta know, man, this is unacceptable. This is idolatry. This isn't mourning. This isn't feeling sad that somebody died. This is idolatry, man. I'm gonna keep going here. Now, this is just crazy. You can see it's an Israelite that posted this. And he's supposedly supposed to be waiting on Yahweh Shai. I'm pretty sure he's a Christian Israelite. And, you know what I'm saying, he has a replica of a Jesus image on Nipsey Hussle. This is just ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? And you're posting this like this is something cool. This ain't cool, man. if you believe in Jesus, then believe in Jesus. Why would you have someone else that looks like Jesus just because he died? You know what I'm saying? And we're not gonna get into you know what I'm saying? I don't promote any Christ. I don't believe in Christ. Christ is a fake being. It was given to us by our oppressors. So if you want to go ahead and believe in Christ, you do that. If you don't seek the Most High wouldn't even, he's not gonna let you know what's true and what's false. You know what I'm saying? And right here, this isn't mourning, man. Look at these people. Everyone's lining up to go take a picture of some image somebody made up. This is all ridiculous, man. Why are you if you're mourning, why are you taking a picture of somebody that's dead? You know what I'm saying? Where are all these pictures you had of him before? You get what I'm saying? And this is the problem that we're having in the community right now. And right now I'm gonna jump to Leviticus 19. And this is another tough subject that I'm gonna reach upon right now. Because a lot of people, especially our own people, we have a good percentage of people that are activists and will stand up for our normal civilians that actually die out here on these streets. Now, props to those people. You know what I'm saying? They're actually real. You know what I'm saying? They actually have a heart. They actually care. But for all the 90% of the rest of the Negroes that's out here, that's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be a part of this Nipsey worship. You know what I'm saying? You're fake. You're showing, you're judging the fact that this dude is a celebrity. He deserves more praise. He deserves more remorse, more whatever you want to call it, more mourning. You know what I'm saying? I know there's people out here that's actually flying to California just to get some of this, you know what I'm saying, just to say that they were there. What does that have to do with mourning? You don't know this dude. You know what I'm saying? You can mourn in your own home. Nobody has to know what you're doing. So it's just crazy, man. And Leviticus 19:15 says, Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty. But in righteousness thou shalt judge thy neighbor. So basically what the scripture is just saying is, everyone, all your neighbors, all your brothers, you're all equal, man. You know what I'm saying? Just because someone's poor doesn't give you the right to say, well, this person's poor, I'm gonna show them more love. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna show them more gratitude, or whatever you want to call it. Or just because this person's rich or mighty, I'm not gonna say, oh, I gotta show this person more love or this person more gratitude or respect because he's rich. Now, when we go off to someone dying, you're basically saying that, man, because 90% of you Negroes out there ain't really caring as much as the 10% that's actually going for the normal Negro civilians that are dying an unwrongful death. And once I hit on Instagram and social media that our Nipsey Hussle died, it's like I see whoa, I see tons of Israelites just, you know what I'm saying, picture after picture, post after post, like Nipsey, 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 Nipsey. I'm like, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not gonna lie, some people, they post, you know what I mean? I post when an everyday normal Negro dies, you know what I'm saying? I will post a news article or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just to like damn, there's some messed up shit. But as far as a celebrity goes, you're gonna post 10 pictures of one dude just because he died? Does that make sense to you, man? Like, the Most High's up there laughing at us, man, for real. And if you can't see that, if you don't know what idolatry is, then you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're as a people, we're not gonna break out this perpetual curse that we're putting on ourselves. Now, we went on this word fanatic, how it all ties in with sanctuary and temples, and you know it has to do with, what did it say? It formerly had to do with, or not formerly, it still does, possessed by a deity, been inspired by a god or goddess. So all these entertainers and athletes and mighty people, they're being put on a pedestal as a being a god, some type of person you're supposed to worship. That's what being a fan is. You know what I'm saying? That's what being a fan is all about. Now if you go to Hosea 8, what happened to us, man? Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein there is no pleasure. We're starting at verse 8. We're going to go down. Ye, verse 10, ye have hired among the nations. Now I gather them, and shall sorrow a little of the burden of the king of princes. Because Ephraim hath made many altars to sin. Altars shall be unto him to sin. Now, what is an altar? We know what the altars are, man. When you sacrifice and the altar's up there, you offer it up. Whatever you're sacrificing or whatever you're offering, or whatever you're whether it be oblation, sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? You use an altar in a temple, in a setting of worshiping to some type of god. Now, this is where we messed up as a nation. We started going off and doing what the other nations do, and started sacrificing and doing all this to other gods. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing we're doing here. We hired among the nations, and I'll gather them. Because Ephraim have went up. We have many temples to sin, and many temples shall be us to sin. For they have great things. They have. I have written them great things of my law, but they were counted as a strange thing. They sacrifice and flesh for sacrifices of mine offerings, and eat it. Now will he remember his iniquity. And we're gonna go down to verse 14. This is where it is. For Israel hath forgotten his maker and built of temples, and Judah have multiplied fenced cities. So in a way, when you're worshiping these idols, these icons out here, you're basically setting up your own altar to worship. You know what I'm saying? You're setting up you might not have a physical temple, but you're basically putting it all together and saying, man, I gotta take this time out of my day to worship or to give so much respect to this dude that just died. Even if you didn't know him, even if you never you might have heard him before, but you didn't even bump his music. You know what I'm saying? All that matters, man. This is all the word fan alone. The word fan alone is worship, man. And if you can't see it in the scriptures, it's here for you to see. No image at all, no image, male or female. So no matter how much you adore this person or like this person or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? You don't take the next level, the next step to show everyone that you're mourning, that you're taking pictures, you're posting, you want to be in with the in crowd. You know what I'm saying? The same Israelites that I see that were doing all this, the same thing all lost of Jacob was doing. Now, lost Jacob, they might be taking it a step further as far as getting tattoos or, you know what I'm saying, going out there and getting a picture taken with Nipsey Hussle's face. You know what I'm saying? That right there, that's up and above. But when you start saying, oh, we need to pay respect to this dude and we got to know what happened, and of course we got to know what happened. Of course it's messed up, it's a situation, but what are you respecting a dude that has nothing to do with you? You know what I'm saying? What did that dude do for you and bring you to the Most High? What scriptures did that dude do for you? You know what I'm saying? So you showing an excessive amount of love and acknowledgement. That's idol worship, man. You're basically setting up your own. You're setting up an altar to worship to this dude. You got pictures. You're bowing down to the pictures. Just because it's on Instagram don't mean nothing. That train of thought has you in a trance. Like, bam, I'm talking about Nipsey today because I gotta respect Nipsey. This is, you know what I'm saying? he's the best ever. He was doing so good. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, that's all idol worship, man. If you can't see it, you're gonna be lost. And this is another thing, man. Another thing. The Most High doesn't care what. There's only one duty to do, man. The Most High tell people to tell Israel His word. Return to Him. You know what I'm saying? The Most High said, "Return to Him, that I may return to you." I believe it's in Zechariah. Hold on. Zechariah 1. What does y'all say, man? And this ain't just in Zechariah. This is all over the scriptures, man. The Most High continuously tells His people to tell Jacob to return to Him. Therefore say unto them. Say unto them. So if you're going to be working for the Most High, you're doing what the Most High wants you to do. This is what you're going to be doing for the Most High's people. Therefore say unto them, thus saith Yah, turn ye unto me, saith Yah, and I will return unto you, saith Yah. So how is the Most High going to take us out of this captivity? By returning unto Him. No one else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it might be cool that someone might be doing something for the community, or this person might have helped you out, or he's putting a lot of people on, or you know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking Nipsey Hussle for none of that. But when you understand the scriptures, if that person wasn't doing nothing for Yah, and you're showing this over exhilarated, exhausted love and devotion for one person, you know what I'm saying? It's just out of hand, man. It's a form of idolatry. It's all over. I really don't have much else to say about this. I just wanted to get this video out here for y'all that really actually care about the Most High. You know what I'm saying? If you don't care, you know what I'm saying, keep it moving. It ain't gonna hurt me one way or the other. So, you know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. Read the scriptures. Understand what Yah's telling us. And I'm gone, man. Peace.